Hello friends, and welcome back to Autumn Cottage. We're basking in some beautiful sunshine at the moment. We really are enjoying springtime arriving. I haven't just been sitting down lazily enjoying the sun though. As you can see, I've started digging the garden. This is the project for the next few days. I'm digging one of the flower beds in front of the house. It's a flower bed that hasn't been dug over for 10 years maybe, and although there's nothing very interesting growing in the flower bed now, it has been colonised by a whole row of ivy which has matted its roots everywhere, and oh my goodness, it really is very unpleasant to dig through. In fact, the only way that I can do it is by using a very small spade with a very sharp edge, and I'm cutting little sections and turning them over. As you can see, I do have 2 trays there which are waiting to receive any interesting things I find in the garden. Being a very old house, Autumn Cottage has lots of hidden treasures. I've been turning up a few while I've been digging, and I'll take you around and show you those in a moment. This is very exciting. This has literally just fallen out of a clod of earth. A nice piece of glazed pottery there. Well, this is our happy basking area where you'll probably find us for the rest of the summer actually. This is our little patio area. We've just had a very nice Sunday lunch outside. If I take you around, I shall find the trays of artefacts that I found yesterday while I was digging the garden. Let's see what we can find. I hope you can see just some of the items that came out of the garden yesterday. I usually sieve off the earth and collect everything that I found in the sieve, and as you can see, when they first come out, I mean, they're nothing to look at, nothing interesting there at all. But actually there is. What you have to do is to go through very carefully and pick out things, and you will find that when you've done it for quite a while, you will start to recognise items. Now, having looked at a tray of very uninteresting pieces, I hope you can see that these are the few things that I've picked out. There's a very old brick. It's either a brick or a tile, but it's certainly handmade. There's no regularity to it at all. I've got a couple of pieces of roof tile there. I have 2 pieces of blue and white pottery. I actually have a pipe stem there. I don't know if you can see that. No pipe attached, unfortunately, although I have found pipes here. And alongside that, 2 pieces of glazed pottery. They're glazed on the interior curve, and that would have been some domestic pot that had been thrown out at some point from Autumn Cottage. Well, we've been here 35 years this year, and as you can imagine, I've turned up quite a few bits and pieces over the 400 years that Autumn Cottage has been inhabited. A fair few things have been thrown away. I've selected out some of the very nice pieces, very interesting pieces, and I have those in a glass cabinet, and perhaps when we have a rainy day I'll take you in and show you some of those. Okay friends, well, I've decided that it was a bit unfair to ask you to try to imagine what some of the things I found in the garden look like from a few dirty, muddy pieces of china and pottery. So I've just brought one of the trays out of the sitting room that we keep them in to show you exactly some of the things that we have found in the past. I'll hold it up. There's a bottle there. I don't want to roll it too far, but you can just see some of the things that I've found. We've got an inkwell, we've got some lovely slip decorated pottery here, some rather sophisticated pieces of blue and white, lots of clay pipes, a little bit of a marmalade jar, some sponge decorated pottery, As you can see, blue and white everywhere. In fact, we have got trays of other pottery which I've arranged in different groups, and I'll show you some more of that when that rainy day arrives. But for now, this is some of the things that may turn up in that flower bed in the garden. I better just keep digging, eh? Let's take a last little visit down to the pond. There's some very interesting wildlife out and about today. My goodness, a busy piece of wildlife I can see. Something else that I've just noticed, which is an absolute indicator that spring is really here, the marsh marigolds, Caltha palustris, are flowering. They always bring a real touch of springtime to the pond, and I can see something moving around in the pond. I'm really not sure what that is. I suspect it's a newt underneath the water. I'll go in, but I don't think we'll see anything. The sound you can hear overhead is the sound of a kite mewing. It's been flying overhead all morning. They've been spreading fertiliser in the field next door, and I think it's flushed out a lot of little voles. So the kite is literally having a field day. Hedwig reckons it's time he got something to eat as well. And just a last minute sitting down by the pond. It's all starting to spring to life. I'm going to bring you down to the pond fairly regularly because I'd love you to see how it changes as the year progresses. We're actually feeling rather guilty at having a lovely garden to sit in. We're only too conscious that a lot of people don't have that luxury. But I'm hoping that perhaps these little videos might bring a few minutes of pleasure into your rooms, especially if you can't get out. Please come back and see me again sometime. As always, friends, if you've enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up, and if you'd like to see more of them, please subscribe to my channel. And do please share this link with anybody else you think may enjoy it. Look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye for now.